The goal of a successful trader is to make the best trades. Money is secondary. Hey everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. This is your Nifty Guy, and today's market was all about patience and precision. In this video, I'll walk you through the key setups that shaped the day, the traps to avoid, and the exact levels I'm watching for tomorrow's trade. If this helps you navigate the market with much more confidence, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share it with your fellow traders. And put down anything that you might have to say in the comments box, be it feedback, be it criticism. I am open to both. So, on that note, let's get started. As usual, the video will be divided into two parts. The first part will discuss about what we had planned for today versus what happened in the markets, how did we play that out, what trades did we take, how did we plan the trade, what was going on in my mind while I was planning that particular trade, what was going on in my mind while I was in that trade, how did I trail the stop loss, and everything. Will cover everything in detail and in depth. And then in the second part, we'll be planning the trade setup for tomorrow. Now, as we see, the market is still inside the parallel channel that we were inside. We were looking at a short entry below this. Now, market opened with a measly gap up of 30 points, which I consider almost a flat opening. After opening, the markets did go up immediately, but mind it, there was no long trades to be initiated around these levels because the structure had still not changed, right? And the change in market structure is extremely important for us. That is the reason there were no longs to be initiated right around these levels. Market did come down immediately and then again slowly and steadily moved all the way up. Now, in the slow and steady momentum which the market had shown, there was hardly any trades that could have been taken. If you also observe the price action of call options today, you could hardly get an opportunity to take any trade. Now, there was one single trade that I took today, which was this double top breakdown. Now, anybody who has seen my video on the W setup would be very well be aware about why this entry was taken. Number one, we were approaching a resistance level. Now, it is not exactly necessary that the market is going to take a resistance from directly these levels. It can definitely be taking a resistance from below these levels because this is actually just a point 0.5 to 0.618 fib level that is being marked on my chart because this I give much more importance to these levels. But market need not necessarily always retrace to the entire zero point 0.5 levels to this particular level, but all can also get a pullback or a resistance from the lower levels as well. So this was the reason while we had also been approaching the resistance level and a clear double top was being formed around here and a clear double bottom was formed on the put chart, and that is the reason why I had executed this trade around here. Now my entry and my exit were both in the same candle. I'll give you the logic as well. So I had entered. Now try to understand, while I had entered this particular spot trade, this is the reversal that I'm trading. The market is already slow and steadily was moving up. It had broken above the day high. But then again, because of a lack of clear price action or a setup that we use, we could not long the markets earlier. That was the reason I had kept the quantities low. And I thought in case if the trade goes in my favor on some pullbacks, I will be adding in some more quantities. I entered in this particular 125 candle. I exited at the close. The reason being this wick, which is a queue for buying, which is seen from the market. So despite markets being reached around here, so at this particular point, I believe my position was in a profit of around 15 odd points in Nifty Premium. But this particular move which came in, and I always wait for the candles to close. And At the close of the candle, I booked around six odd points. Yes, six or seven, something between 6 and 7 points, which was there, which I booked in this particular position. So I have another rule which I was discussing with another fellow trader yesterday is once a profit goes into profit, I try to not take it, go back into a loss-making position, but in I'll book it for once, and in case if I get a re-entry, I will be uh, cool with going ahead with that. So that was the reason why I took this entry around here and see the logic or the this particular rule which I have is one that the profit goes above 10 points. I will not be taking a loss in that particular position, specifically for Nifty. And that is the reason you can see it immediately reversed. And had I been sitting in the position, it would have hit my initial stop loss, which was right above this particular swing. Post that, the markets went sideways, consolidated, and closed near the day's high. Now, I hope the trade that I took for today, the entry, the exit, the stop loss, and the entire trade plan is extremely clear. In case if you have any doubts, kindly put it down in the comments box. I'll try to answer it to the best of my capabilities. For tomorrow, I am again, the trade plan will be very simple. Now, pay close attention around here. Now, this is a level of importance for us because on a daily time frame, since no new low had been made, and today is a good inside bar, no new low has been made. This is still a importance resistance or a important zone for us, the 0.5 to 0.618 fib levels. I'll be marking today's high. Now, everything will be depending on the price action around here because market had shown strength throughout the day today. If we break out above this, this is where we can look for a long entry with a pullback. And this exactly is the zone where we can also look for a short entry. Now, do not get confused. These are the two scenarios in case if the market has decided okay, it has to go up from here. And if it breaks out above this at the breakout, we'll not be buying. We'll wait for a valid pullback and then post the pullback is only when we will be entering the long trade, right? And around here, if we see a formation where the market is facing some resistance around here, making a double top, trying to go sideways for some time and then breaking the low, we will be looking for a short entry. So do not get confused. This is the same level wherein two setups can be happening, and it all depends on the price action. And that is the reason I've explained both the setups to you, so that whatever happens in the market, you are clear for that. For any short trade, we'll wait for this particular swing to be taken out, and below this is where I will be looking for a short entry. Now, with my experience, I am assuming that from this particular low till here, this will be around somewhere around 50%, and that is what I want the markets to actually take it. Okay, exactly at 50%, this particular swing is there. So, yes, for any short trades around these levels, apart from this, if the market, say, for example, opens with a gap down and then we go down below this level with a pullback, we can create a short entry around here as well. Needless to say, today, tomorrow, maybe might be in this range for a couple of days, or maybe tomorrow we are inside this range. And if we break down below this, we are short as per the daily time frame, which is a beautiful, beautiful inside bar. And in a lower structure, if this low gets taken out, we get a good trade on the downside. So that is the reason why below this we are immediately short. Not even if that's not happening tomorrow, we'll keep an eye on the same. As again, this is the gap area, and we need to observe the price action very, very closely, how price behaves or reacts around these levels, and then we'll take the call about what is to be done. Above this, we are long. And again, how does the price behave around? So try to understand this particular zone is a very good resistance level. The reason being, again, the fib levels on the late daily time frame, this parallel channel trend line which is coming in, which again might act as a resistance. So there are a couple of resistances which the market needs to break, and once above, we are above this and we are also above this trend line, the price action goes bullish for me. But till the time we are below this, again, obviously we will not be shying away from taking the short trades. So I hope the plan of action is clear and extremely simple. Just pay close attention to what the price is trying to do around these levels. Like I tell you guys to try to talk to the market, what exactly is happening around here. Another setup which can happen is because we have closed near the day's high, if we get a bullish candle, I will be changing the color to green. If we get a bullish candle, say for example, we get a flat opening, minor gap down, minor gap up to flat opening, we go up and we close up above today's high, and then this low is taken out. we can get a trade on the downside. Now, this is a very, very rare trade. I have been speaking about it in almost uh, a lot of the recent videos because the market has been trending a lot. And what we need for this particular trade setup is a trending day. So today the trend was entirely, you can see the number of red candles versus number of green candles. And today was a good day or for the bullish with the market actually going up. And in case if there are people who long the markets at the open, and then the low of that candle gets taken out, we can expect a momentum on the downside, and that is something that we plan to play. So I hope the setups are pretty clear. Do not get confused about getting a long entry as well as a short entry around these levels because this is a key important level. And based on today's closing, we cannot even rule out a continuation. So whatever it is, we'll not be predicting anything, but we will be preparing ourselves to trade anything that happens in the market. And based on what the market is presenting in front of us, we will be executing those trades. But still, again, we can still be going sideways. So try to avoid, apart from this particular trade setup, try to avoid any trade in this particular zone. Let these zones be taken out and then plan your entries. So I hope the trade plan and the setup is extremely clear for tomorrow. I will see you guys again tomorrow, post the market. Thanks for tuning in. This is your Nifty Guy signing off for today. Cheers.